You know, I could think of worse things to wake up to. This is the Heroes of the Storm Heroic Spotlight, and today we're looking at Sylvanas, the Banshee Queen.
Fast is fine, but accurate is final.
So the time has come for another Spotlight video, and we've rolled into a specialist this time. Now, because a new hero hasn't come out to scoop up the spot, I actually had a hard time picking this one. See, Specialist is a role that I love to play. It offers a different kind of gameplay on almost every hero that's classified as one. But just because something is fun, doesn't mean I'm any good at it. I mean, look at this. A level 10, a few 9s, a couple 8s. But do you think I'm any good at them?
Nope.
Think I have any idea what I'm doing?
Nope.
Well, I mean, practice makes perfect, right?
Nope.
But the question is, if I'm such a lousy Sylvanas, why would I do a video about her?
Do that again, and you'll pull back a stump.
Worth it! Sylvanas' passive is Black Arrows. Now here's where it gets interesting. Out of her entire kit, this is the best ability she has. That's not to say her other abilities are lacking, it's just that her passive is really what makes her work as a specialist in the first place, instead of the other way around. With it, Sylvanas' basic attacks and abilities stun enemy minions, mercenaries, and structures for 1 second. Naturally, if you keep hitting them, this continues to keep them stunned throughout your attacks. This ability makes Sylvanas an amazing lane pusher, but don't you dare think that means she should be doing this alone. Heroes is like chess, you have to protect your queen. For as good as it is, this ability can cause a lot of confusion when it comes to new players. The temptation to just push down towers and forts all game can be overwhelming sometimes, but don't forget that this is an objective-based game, and your team still needs your help. Instead, pairing Sylvanas with another specialist, or someone who can watch her back for ganks, is the key to getting the most out of her. Now, her passive aside, there is a real sticking point with Sylvanas, and that's the hand cramps that come along with her. No! Damn it, that's not what I meant! Your Q is Withering Fire. Sylvanas shoots the closest nearby enemy for minor damage, preferring heroes over enemy minions. This ability stores 5 charges, and to maximize effectiveness, it's best to spam this whenever possible, allowing you to proc your passive whenever running near a minion wave or a tower. You'll also gain back 3 charges whenever a nearby enemy hero dies. Now, as I said, if you become an avid Sylvanas player, this is going to start to wear heavily on your hand, but with time you'll get used to it. Hell, I'm sure StarCraft players have it worse even on the most basic of levels. Damn! Yeah, I can't do that. Shadow Dagger is your W. You throw a spinning knife at an enemy that deals minor damage when it strikes, and further damage over the next 2 seconds. What's more, this damage jumps and spreads to nearby enemies, spreading out your passive over a small area. Now, for the longest time, I didn't realize this spread. Apparently I can't read, so I never really understood the point of this ability. Because of the low damage this inflicts, I often advise holding onto it for the right moment, as opposed to just using it freely like your Q. Wait for an enemy hero to be low on health, or during a merc camp to keep your passive up while you take it. Things like that. In a pinch, this could even be used to outpoke an enemy hero. If they're purposely avoiding getting close to you, throw it through a minion wave and let it spread onto them. That's free damage. I swear I know this dance from somewhere. But where?
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time.
Must be my imagination. Sylvanas' W is Haunting Wave. She sends out a wave of banshees that deal minor damage to all enemies struck. At any time while the banshees are moving, she can reactivate this ability to teleport to their location, giving her a nifty escape option for when things get dicey. Well, it says teleport, but it's more like a quick jump. She can still be hit or hooked or stunned during the jump, which I don't think qualifies it for blink status. Still, even despite that, this ability is probably my favorite out of Sylvanas' entire active kit. On top of being an effective escape, you can also use this to great effect while clearing minion waves or camps. If you buff this at level 13, it refills your charges of Withering Fire whenever you teleport with it, and combined with your passive, it'll ensure that most non-heroes never touch you while you fight. In fact, a lot of what makes Sylvanas so scary is her wave and merc clearing capabilities. She has so many talents for them! Of course, everyone is going to have their own idea on how best to build her. She's very versatile, but a few talents I simply adore are Dreadful Wake, which ups the stun time on your passive and gives you more mana, and Barbed Shot, which more than doubles the damage Withering Fire deals to non-heroic targets. Combined with Windrunner, you'll be able to clear camp solo before anyone even knows what's going on. Of course, being a specialist is about more than just taking camps and clearing waves. So how does the Dark Lady handle in teamfights? Let's have a look at her heroics. Her first is Wailing Arrow. Sylvanas fires a shot that deals moderate damage and silences all enemies in an area for 2.5 seconds, making them unable to use any abilities. The shot will automatically detonate at its maximum range, but reactivating this ability will burst it sooner, giving you more control. Now this is my heroic of choice for Sylvanas, partially because of the silence, but more because I'm just garbage with her other one, but we'll get to that. Now the damage for this one is a little on the low side for her ultimate, but it's the silence that really settles the matter. Using this to help your warrior initiate a teamfight can entirely swing the battle in your favor, similar to using Malfurion's Twilight Dream, except that you can hurl this from the backline and keep yourself safe. Now, there was a time in Heroes where silencing abilities were in short supply, so Sylvanas was practically a godsend for her team fighting prowess. Sadly, that's not the case anymore since Blizzard has been handing out silences like freaking candy for a while now, but that doesn't make this ability any less good. Shutting down enemy abilities is still insanely useful in a team fight, and it all but cripples enemy mages, making them easy prey for your assassins. Her other heroic? Mind Control. Sylvanas channels onto an enemy hero and, after a 1-second delay, takes control of it, allowing you to move that hero wherever you want. This only lasts for 2.5 seconds, but throughout the duration the target is unable to do anything but bow to your mighty whim. And if you're smart, you'll run them right into your team for an easy gank. Now, my issues with this ability are twofold. I don't like squishy heroes having abilities that bind them to one space, and this seems counterintuitive to Sylvanas' run-and-gun style of combat. If the enemy team has a Valera or a Zeratul hiding among them, it's a pretty safe bet you won't last out the channel. Secondly, I find this ability is better suited to helping secure a single kill, whereas Wailing Arrow can potentially cripple the whole team, leading to a party wipe. In the grand scheme of things, it just feels like the silence is a better way to go, but more often than not, I see people scooping up the brainwashing, so... As I said, this is probably just because I'm bad at it. Then again, this still beats out her old heroic. That one got busted down to a talent. Maybe I shouldn't complain. So that's Sylvanas, an absolute nightmare in the proper hands. She's lots of fun as her kit allows her to be plenty flexible with how she's played, and because of her minion and merc-based talents, she only gains more value on maps that call for clearing. Are there better specialists? Well, yeah, maybe, but that's the beauty of the role. You'll never find a specialist that's the best at everything. Everyone will always have their areas of expertise. What works for one might not work for another. Except for Murky. Everything always works out for Murky. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Man, these spotlights are really starting to pile up, aren't they? Hard to believe I only started this a month ago. If you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, and share it around as much as you can. Seriously, I really want to make these a thing. Since we've hit the end of the rotation again, the next spotlight could be just about anyone, so fire away with those suggestions, and don't be afraid to hit me up if you want a game or two. I did make a Discord channel for a reason after all. So until next time, keep gaming, and I'll see you in the Nexus.